Hello everyone, I hope that you're doing amazing wherever you're in the world. My name is Shikha and I welcome you to my channel. As always, I'm really grateful that you're listening, subscribing and commenting. I really appreciate your support. And in this one I want to kind of repeat the videos I've done in the past, but kind of just enhance on it, about how INFJs seem to have this kind of vibe, this energy, this inviting sort of energy, this kind of energy that charms people, that invites them in and tells them somehow, or requests them to tell us all their secrets. And I've done a video on this in the past, but I just wanted to reenact it because I am in a stage of my life where I am not interested in being nice to people anymore. I spent a lot of my time, a lot of my life being a people pleaser. I'm not interested in smiling when I don't feel like smiling anymore, even though I used to do that all the time in the past. I'd be feeling sad, but I'd be smiling, pretending like everything's fine, because I didn't want anyone to worry about me. Now, if I'm feeling like crap, I'll just be like, I don't feel good, I'm not gonna smile, I'm just gonna have a normal face. And if someone asks, I'll be like, well, everything's fine, I'm just dealing with certain things, that's it. Nothing to share, nothing to talk about, but I'm just not in the best of moods. And it's just that idea of being able to be honest about my feelings with people around me is a big leap for me, right? Because in the past, I would never be able to do that. And also, I'm in the stage of my life where I am just not interested in being nice to people all over the place, just because. This was my personality before. I would just be nice to everyone, even though they were treating me like crap, or if they were treating me well, whatever. I would just be nice all the time. It was my MO, like my modus operandi. And operandi. And I am sick of that. I'm tired of it. I don't want to be that person anymore, right? So I just want to be honest as much as possible with myself, because that's what I was doing. I was not being honest with other people, which is fine, but I wasn't being honest with myself. If I'm not in a good mood, I should be able to say that to myself. Hey, you're not in a good mood, don't pretend. Or if I am in a good mood, I should be able to be in a good mood and be happy and show everyone without being like, oh, everyone else around me is sad, I should be sad as well. No, man, no. So, as I say, as I get older, I want to be more and more honest and truthful and authentic with myself. I don't want to lie to myself anymore. I don't want to be that person to myself anymore. It's not about anyone else, it's about me. And so if I'm not in a good mood, and if someone visits, or if someone is doing some work in the house, for example, the incident that brought this video to mind was I had someone coming to fix the fan in my room. So I am in Mumbai right now in India, and I'm renting someone's apartment. And so it is an old place. It's really nice, but it's old, and there's a lot of things that are broken in here. So bit by bit, I'm getting things repaired by messaging the landlord, being like, hey, this is not working properly. And so the fan wasn't working, it was making a lot of noise, and I was worried. I'm like, I'm gonna be sleeping in the middle of the night, it's gonna fall on me. So I messaged the landlord, and he's like, yeah, I'll send someone to fix it. His name's Anil. And so he came to fix it. He took the fan, and he's like, I'll fix it in my office, and I'll bring it back in a couple of days. And so he did. And so he's putting it back there. I'm working on my laptop here. He's in the bedroom fixing it, doing whatever he does. And then he comes back out, and he's like, I'm done, it's all done. I checked the fan, it works perfectly, no noise. Awesome, great, thank you, Anil. I am about to pay, as I'm about to pay, without any, just out of the blue, as if I am his best friend or his daughter or something like that, he just starts spilling what's going on with his boss at work and how he's very upset about it. And in my internal mind, like in my mental structure, I'm like, wait a second, I was literally not kind to this person, like not nice to him at all. I was like, yeah, go, please fix it. Because I need to because I am here by myself, and so I want to make sure that people don't get the wrong idea that I'm nice to them, because people get the wrong idea here very quickly. Indian men are just clueless. And so I'm very, very, very strict with the people that come here, because I don't want to give them the wrong idea. I'm not interested. I want to paste it on my forehead. And so, but I'm standing there ready to pay, and he just starts spilling his guts out, all of his secrets. Oh, my boss is not treating me well. He thinks that I'm just going to be here all the time, and I've been working for him for 25 years, la la. I mean, just he goes on for 10 minutes. And of course, I'm mean, but I'm not that mean person where like someone's spilling their guts out and I'm like, hey, I'm not interested, go away. So I stood there and I waited and I nodded and I said, oh no, and I empathized and I, did all those things because obviously he needed it. And in the end, he says, I never ever talk to anyone who I go to fix things for. He's an electrician. He's like, I never talk to anyone who I go to fix things for. I'm always quiet. I never talk about my feelings, but I feel like you're the kind of person I can tell these things to. And I'm just standing there, and then he goes away, I pay, he goes away, and I'm just standing there thinking to myself, what exactly did I say or do for you to think that I am that kind of person? I literally did not make eye contact with him. I did not ask him anything about his life. I offered him water because I was like, maybe he's thirsty. Besides that, I never said or did anything. I literally was like, yeah, the bedroom's over there, please go look at it. That's it. I was very strict, I was very serious. I don't know. I have no idea. I can understand if I was smiling and be like, hi, hello, yeah, very nice to see you again, la la. But no, not even that. I was like, I'm working here. Can you just go fix it, kind of thing. And so something in my eyes, something in my energy, something in my vibe. I have no idea. I was trying to keep all of that at bay. I was like, no, I'm going to keep a serious face. I'm not going to let anything through. And still something leaked through and made this person believe that I am a nice person who wants to listen to his sad story and who will listen to it completely and who will empathize with him. And I'm really still in shock that this has happened. I don't know where it happened, how it happened. And I'm not saying that this is like a one-off experience. And if you're an INFJ, you know this is how it is for us everywhere we go. I could be sitting in a park in the middle of a city that I just arrived in. I'm traveling and I just arrived in the middle of Singapore or in the middle of Thailand. I go to a park to sit down to do some journaling, and suddenly someone will come and tell me their life story. I've never been in that country before. I've never been in that city before. I've never been in that park before. And someone will find me as if it's a beacon. I'm a beacon. I have something on my head that says, hey, here, I am a therapist. And they'll come and tell me things that are going on with them and how their children are not doing what they want or whatever it might be. I just don't understand what's going on. Even when I used to, for a brief stint in my life, I was a teacher. I was teaching English to people who needed extra help with it. And, they were all over the world. There was this woman from Spain and there was this woman from India. And even they would be like, I just love taking lessons with you because I feel like I can just tell you anything. And I was like, but how? All I'm doing here is teaching you the basics of English. How are you getting the sense that you can tell me anything? And a lot of times the lessons would turn into therapy sessions rather than lessons, because I would just be sitting there listening to what's going on with them, like, yes, I know, it's terrible, I'm so sorry to hear that, blah, blah. Whereas I'm like, can we get back to the lesson? I mean, you're paying me to teach you English. And the thing is that in my phase in my life right now, I'm really trying not to be this person who is open and free, like in terms of I don't want to be the person who people just spill their guts to, who just spill their negativity into, because I don't want to be that bucket anymore for people to dump into, right? I don't want to be that person anymore. I want to deal with my own stuff. I have a lot to deal with myself. Also, I don't have that much energy to deal with that stuff anymore. I don't want to give away my energy to other people. I'd rather keep it for the things I want to do for myself, like the creative work. And so I'm trying very much to be not that person. I don't want to be that person who's just there for people. But in spite of sending every signal, I think, in my head, I'm sending every signal out there saying, no, not interested, don't want to listen to your stories, don't want to hear your secrets, don't want to empathize with you. I'm sending all these secrets out there. And I won't even smile that much anymore with people because I'm like, I don't want to give them the wrong idea. I don't want them to start telling me their life stories. But somehow something leaks through within the INFJ's energy and their vibe that even if we're just being the meanest person out there, we're throwing things at the person, being like, go away, leave me alone. They'll still be like, oh, you're just such a good person. I just want to tell you about this one thing that happened to me. I'm like, I am being mean to you. I am being an absolute bitch right now to you. And you're still looking at me as if I am a therapist and you're going to tell me all your secrets and I'm going to make everything better. What is going on here? And it really surprises me all the time. And I know everyone around me, my family as well, is surprised by this. I will literally be in a crowd of people, and that person will look directly into my eyes. This random stranger will come and look directly into my eyes and tell me everything. And there are like 5 people around me, and I'm like, why me? Like, why me? I don't want to hear your stories anyways. Of course, when they do say it and they're being serious about it, and obviously then I'm serious about it too, because of course once they've started, I'm not going to interrupt them. I'm not going to be like, go away please. No matter how much I want to say that, there's no way I could say that, because obviously they're trusting me in that moment in time, and I have to be there for them. Like, it's the way it is, right? So I wanted to share this with you because even now in my 40s, I am still baffled by this superpower that we have, because it's kind of a superpower if you think about it. Like, you can get anyone to trust you without saying a single word to them, and they will tell you all their secrets. I mean, I can literally scam people out of loads of money because they're telling me all these things, and I'm like, hey, what's your bank account password? I don't know, I've never tried it before. I would never do it like that. But, you know what I'm saying? It is possible for INFJs to scam people out of loads of things because they're just literally telling you everything. And you can be like, yeah, I know, it's terrible what you're going through. Tell me what's going on with your finances. And I've had people, I've met them for the first time, and they're telling me, yeah, you know, I'm having troubles with my money, like I get paid only this much, and I'm like, but I just met you, why are you telling me these things? Like, please don't. Because if I was a terrible person, if I was the kind of person who wanted to take advantage of people, I could very easily, because they're letting me do it very easily as well. I'm not even asking for these details and they're telling me those details, right? Can you imagine if I was asking things, be like, hey, so where is all your money stored? You know, kind of thing. I don't know. Anyways, I thought I'd share this with you because, as I said, if you're baffled by this superpower we have, I am as much baffled by it as you are. And I've lived through 40 years of it. So I don't even know what's going to happen in the future when I get older and people start trusting me even more. Because you know how you trust elderly people because they're like, oh, you know, they're not going to do anything. Like, oh my gosh. Anyways, I'd love to hear stories from you about these things that have happened to you, where random people have come up to you and shared stories with you, and you're like, wait a second, what's going on here? I didn't ask for this. Again, thank you so much for listening, for being on my channel. I really appreciate all of you, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye for now.